Well, hello there. Welcome to the shop. I am Buck, and today we're making a Christmas ornament to hang in a Christmas tree we made last week with a Christmas tree in the ornament. Stick with me and I'll show you how we're going to do it. What I did, I went and picked out some lumber, some scraps I had already had around here. I think it was 15/16 by 15/16. And then what I did, I put on a table saw and I screwed it, made it square, 15/16 by 15/16. Now once I got it all square, I took my sled and I cut it to length. I've got these 4 pieces cut. So what we're going to do is cut the we're going to fix this together to where we can cut the outside, inside first. So what I have done in the past, so I'm going to use the duct tape, Gorilla. This is pretty stout. So what we're going to do is go ahead and fix it. This is temporary. So what you do with the inside out Christmas ornament that we're going to put, I'm going to try to have it small enough where it'll hang. It's got to be overdone because you got to grab it. So your work is done in between it. But we're going to put it in the Christmas tree when we're done. What I'll do, Christmas ornaments, a lot of times when I make stuff, it leaves. Since I started YouTube, at least I can go back and see some video of it. But before that, I'd always forget to take pictures of it or what have you. And someone asks, you know, what I do, and the stuff leaves here, and I forget to take a picture. 90% of the time, I'd forget to autograph it. You know, so however, I said that to get to this. There is something that doesn't seem to get away. My wife, when I turn an ornament for the Christmas tree, well, she latches onto that. And I'll show y'all some pictures of some of this that she kept. And then there are segmented sections where you hollow it out and you fix it where it don't hardly weigh anything. But then you got inside out ornaments. That's what we're doing right here. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to put it in a Christmas tree. But then inside this thing, it's going to be kind of small. I hope I can do it. I'm going to turn me a small Christmas tree to go inside the ornament, which the ornament will go inside the Christmas tree. That's my objective anyway. So, but to do this, I probably need to mark these things first. So what I do when I mark them, you can do this any way. I mean, I do it this way. I put an arrow pointing to the center of each one. A lot of times I'll number them, because sometimes that comes into play. What order was it in? Because it does make a difference. This is the way we're going to turn them now, but then when you turn the inside and get it finished and everything, or you're ready to do the outside, you turn them where the arrows are pointing out. Then you do your final glue up and turn the outside and you've got it. But a lot of times what I like to do when you get them turned, we'll add a contrasting wood like his. If I could find me some walnut, will be some good wood. Be contrasting to turn the top and a little old fennel at the bottom. But in these pictures I'm going to show you, you show the fennels, it's top and bottom. But I am kind of restricted on the space here, so that's going to dictate the fennel length and stuff. But we want to go ahead and catch this first. So what I want to do, this double-sided tape really works good in this little old application. So I'm pointing to the center right there. So I'm going to line these up. Okay, I'm pointing to the center still. So here, I'm going to have these holding. Then I'm going to use this Gorilla duct tape to, all right, so I was going to, oh, there it is right there. All right, now I'm going to, it's going to be just like it right there. I have had some really good luck with this tape. It's real thin. Of course, it's got a thickness to it. A lot of double-sided tape is so thick. And it does not leave a residue. Someday it's pressure activated. All right, so what I want to do here, wish I had some thinner stuff. What I'd like to do is cut that. Okay. Ooh, it's tied up on itself. That there. This Gorilla duct tape really holds good. I used to use hose clamps, but I kind of got away from doing that for the biggest reason. You put a hose clamp around it, what you've got here is that big head where you got the screw in it. As that thing's spinning on the lathe, that kind of acts like a buzz saw. And what happens is that thing, you get in that thing, oh man, that thing will eat you up. But I've done it this way here before, had good results. Okay, so I'm going to try to turn a Christmas ornament within that constraint, because I'm going to have my chucks holding it here, and I'm going to cut it within that. So we're going to cut, this will be the inside we cut first, and then when we're done with that and got it finished, we'll turn these 180, do the final glue up, then turn the outside. But something I normally forget, y'all remind me, When I get the inside cut here and get it finished, and I get it turned loose and ready to glue up, I need to turn that Christmas tree and put it inside before I glue it up. Yeah, if not, it's like putting a ship together in a bottle. I mean, you know. But anyway, y'all see what I'm talking about when I start, but when I get ready. But let's go to the lathe and see if we can't get this thing turning. Here we go. So I've got it mounted, like I say. We're cutting the inside. Probably not going to be nothing fancy, but I do need a shelf right here that I can go straight in on. That would be where the miniature Christmas tree I'm going to make. So let's go ahead and work this thing down and see what we can come up with. Rough and gouge. So we're going to do a spindle gouge now, because this is long grain all the way around. We don't have any end grain. Like turning a bowl, you have end grain, long grain as it turns. You need to use a bowl gouge because it's got a different grind, more beefier. But this is the same as turning a candlestick or something like that. So I probably need to get that round. This is going to be the inside. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to straighten that out right there, and then we may call this, I believe it could go a little more, but let me straighten that out and we'll be ready. I see a hump right there. Let's get it, and then we'll do some sanding. All right, let's sand that out. We'll put some finish on it. Then we'll be ready to flip it around. But y'all don't let me forget, I need to turn, I need to even find some wood. Turn a miniature snowman, or a miniature Christmas tree to go in the ornament. The ornament goes in the big Christmas tree. Okay. That is real, got a decent finish on it, so I'm going to start with 400 grit. Okay, yeah. All right, what you do is you go sanding with the grain. That way, if you've got any scratches on it, the grain will kind of hide it. It's amazing how that works. Really don't take a lot. Any swirl places, it'll take that right out. Okay then. What I want to do, you can take some of this right here, the shavings, you can kind of burnish it. See what the difference that made? Yeah, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take and put us some finish on that. I have Triple E Ultra Shine is what I usually use. And then I back that thing up. This will make it pretty shiny, but it kind of fills in the pores, kind of like a sanding sealer. And then I got Mayland. I hadn't found anything better to suit my needs. So we're going to use Triple E Ultra Shine and Mayland. Like I say, this is kind of a sanding sealer, but it'll have a little shine to it. Get her in there real good on this first layer. Get plenty of it on it. And this is kind of a friction deal. So what we're going to do, we're going to speed it up. Damn, look at that. That done so good, I think I'm going to call it right there. But normally I put 2 coats on it. But that really looked good. We'll go ahead and finish this right here out. Well, all right, now we'll go to the Mayland. The reason why we're doing it now, y'all know, right? Because this thing will be pretty tough putting the finish on it after it's put together on the inside of this thing. Yeah. There it went. I guess I was trying too hard, but one thing about this Mayland, if y'all use it, y'all make sure you keep her shook up good because it'll separate. We'll put that finish and shine on it now. All right, that put the shine to it. Now what we need to do is go ahead and we'll take this thing off. I'll turn me a little Christmas tree. I'll find me something to turn a Christmas tree, and then once we get it done, then we'll be able to turn it around and glue it together and turn the outside. Inside out Christmas ornament. Oh, I wish you'd look at here. I wish you look at, I found a Christmas tree. I dug around and found me a Christmas tree. It might be too big, I don't know. So let's take this thing apart. If you remember, we're going outside. Let me make them a little darker. We're going outside. That arrow I guess I'm gonna need to throw that away. Here we go. We need to make sure we don't mess this up. That's pointing in, pointing in, pointing in. We need to make these point out. Okay. So let us, without getting cut, see if we can't. That dude, it holds. I ain't kidding you. I may get me a bulletproof vest and see if it just a double-sided tape and see if it'll hold. I'm a little bit afraid of that by itself. It's ordinarily turning is one thing, but say you messed around there and you got a catch, you know, your tool gouged in and got what's called catch. That's when things got to be stopped, because that's when things, it puts a lot of pressure on it. That one's clear. All right, we about got this thing. All right then. Now let's see if we can't get this thing. I bet that Christmas tree is too big. All right. We got 1, 2. If I remember the way I ordered them, it was like this. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the way I've done it. So what I need to do now is turn each one of them till they're pointing out. Like that. Now we're going to need to glue them this time permanently. And what we're going to need to do, we'll clamp them up and we'll let them set. Like I say, when you're turning on the lathe, so I got some glue right here. All right, so let's glue these two. Right there. Okay, now these two. Okay, there's one. All right, we'll let that set just a minute. Then we'll come back and glue the two together. All right, let's make sure of the way I go here. We can just lock it right there. Okay. All right, there you are. That's where I needed to set. I'm going to come over here now. We could use a bigger one, couldn't we? Right there. There we go. Same thing right there. Well, all right then. Let's let that set up and we'll come back. Well, if you'll look, I got the Christmas tree in it. I forgot about it, just like I always do. But I remembered it before the glue set up, so I took them apart and re-glued half of it, so I did get the Christmas tree in it, and it fit fine. I had just a hair modified. So we're going to go ahead and turn the outside now, and see how it goes. That one's popped loose. Sure has. Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's see what we can do with that thing. I was afraid of that. I should have surfaced everything again. And so, you know. Yeah, it broke right there. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and glue that thing back up. I don't know if y'all have ever put grease in the wheel bearings on a car or anything, but you keep mashing it in until it goes out the other side, and that's basically what I do right here. And it'll work its way down there as you push it down in there. May not. Let's see how it's going. Of course, gravity helps you some. This will keep it lined up. And this one will mash it together, hopefully. Yeah, look at that. So we'll just let that set up and we'll come back and try it. I may just let it set up to tomorrow. Yeah, I think I will. We'll let that set up to tomorrow. All right, I think it's set up enough now that we'll give it a try. If it don't work, I guess we'll do something different. All right, let's keep going here. As I showed you before, see my little Christmas tree I put in there? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can get some pinching done. Got it working. Got it in there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to part this off right here. Probably catch it right there. And that's where the hole is going to be. So let me do some parting off. I've got a thin one right here. I may stop and use a saw, I don't know. Well, I got that. Let me see if I can't. I'm going to round that off just a little bit. Okay, about all I can do with it. Okay, I found me a hook. I got the little Christmas tree in there. I found me a hook. And I found me a piece of chain. I was hunting a piece of fishing line. Believe it or not, I cannot find no fishing string. However, this is kind of what I was looking at, except for fishing string. That's something that you'll not see. So, I don't know. I don't need the chain on there. I need to get me some fishing line. But I think that's going to look fine. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, rustic looking, that you've got it right there. Wait till she sees this. Well, I know this video was long, but I don't know how to do and bring detail out and it not be long. So if you have hung with me to this point, I really, really value your opinion. Was this too long? I sped up through a lot of the lathe turning. Do I need to slow down or speed up more? But I don't know how to do this thing. I don't know. I don't like, and I get a lot of comments that they like the detail. So it's hard to do detail in a short video. I mean, you've got detail on something small. I mean, but something this intricate. I mean, when you're done, it kind of looks cool, but the journey getting there was a lot of steps. And so I don't know. Y'all let me know about it. But I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, if you hung here this long, I hope you did enjoy it. But I appreciate you watching. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one. I mean, Christmas is coming. It will be here before you know it. I mean, time is just, I heard what the older people said about time picks up, and I have to believe them now. I mean, I would have thought it would have, the pace and everything would have slowed down after I retired. It just seems to get faster and faster. So with that said, it will be Christmas before you know it. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you want to see more lathe work, just let me know. But yeah, I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Yes, I do. So I will catch you on the next one. Y'all be safe.